and the final for 2024 is underway. Oh, they've misjudged it totally, have Bay of Plenty, and they've had to rely on Leroy Carter to snap it up.
Step here, Black.
Still inside the 22. Tahuria Rangi to hand it back, and Trask to clear it. But a nervous start by Bay of Plenty.
Well, a little bit of confusion there. It was Trask and Broughton, and the ball just went down. Luckily, Carter, with his speed, you can see that impact of that wind anyway. Not much distance from Trask on the kick. This will be interesting here, up beside his first throw.
Goes short, one taken down by Yeremia, and Wellington put an early drive on as they get it down towards the 22. Now Preston, short pass. Shields well contained. And now Preston gets it off to Umanga Jensen, who missed the semi-final with injury. Now the young 21-year-old prop, Lauaki. Here's Shields going again as Wellington take it inside the 22. And now Plummer away for Garden Bishop, away for Higgins. Puts it onto the boot, and it came off the Bay of Plenty player, so it'll be Wellington ball.
Yeah, so who's ball? Wellington ball.
Update on the wind as well. The weather conditions are atrocious. I've already lost the umbrella. It's gone inside out. So is the rest of the sideline crew. So I tell you what, it has picked up, and I don't see much distance going on those Bay of Plenty kicks coming up.
So Apasai got the first one right. Well, he's overthrown this one. Chance for Bay of Plenty, but they can't control it in there. And Wellington now with Umanga Jensen puts a little kick inside the 22, and it bounces across the touchline as Trask allows it to do so.
Now here we go. This could be impact with that wind there. Delaney, who's been a target all season at the front, was well scrambled now. It's Kurt Eklund, the best performer across the competition with line-out throwing.
And it works nicely too for Eklund. And the clearing kick coming in from Trask. A good target in Jacob Norris. Well, he's on the list, isn't he, Caleb Trask? Some outstanding players ahead of him. Several of those players actually played back in '76 when Bay of Plenty won the championship, taken down by Delaney. So this time the Wellington line-out gets it right, and Apasai
Don't change your mindful.
with Preston eking on. First receiver is Higgins. Now Garden Bishop. Savea in. Here's Clark, the fullback. Beautiful tackle on him as Bay of Plenty defend that inside their 22. Apasai. Now it's Preston. Swings it away to Garden Bishop. Now the skipper, Duplessis Kirifi.
Ball's available.
Ball is there for Preston once again. Works it off to the left. Shields. Short pass to Apasai. Preston goes again. Now it's Numia. Wellington trying to control the ball inside the 22, and busting through a tackle goes Brad Shields. Working sideline, Preston gets it away on the left, and the try is scored by Julian Savea, the opening try of the final.
What a perfect start, and it's Julian Savea. He's scored so many tries here. He's got number 14 on his back, the right wing position, but he scores on the left. And the way he finishes is brilliant. Look at Shields, he gets through that tackle and keeps the leg drive, bringing in defenders, and this is great from Preston. Goes wide and just pop over the top. Still a bit of work to do, not stopping the bus.
Oh, Shields with the upright carry too. Smart decision. Everyone was carrying low because of the weather conditions, but he decided to hold himself upright, and that freed his arm away for that offload. They didn't expect it, and he powered through. And Savea still had plenty of work to do himself and managed to go over in the corner, much to the delight of the crowd in that side.
So 773 points. Alan Hewson, David Holwell, John Preston, John Gallagher. What a fantastic list that is. Could be a tough game for goal kickers this afternoon. Let's see how this one goes as Garden Bishop floats it up and over. That is a very good kick. So he converts the try scored by Savea, and Wellington have the early lead by 7-0 on the back of this try. One of many scored by Julian Savea. The low kickoff taken down by Shields. Thought about a kick himself. In the end, away it goes for Preston. And with the wind pretty much behind them in the first half, Wellington get good distance on the kick.
A great exit as well after scoring points. How you put pressure back on the opposition.
Look at the AR.
Yes, 2 draws.
Set up off him, please.
Ironically, one of those was back in '76, the year Bay of Plenty won it. The two teams played out an 18-year-old draw. And Wellington have stolen this. So just a bit of a shaky start here for Bay of Plenty. As Preston away for Garden Bishop. Now Higgins kicks across to Savea, gives him a bit of space. But good defence on him by Rion Paul. Here's Delaney going hard at the line as Preston digs in. Away for Garden Bishop. Kicks it right down the middle of the park. Clever kick. And Trask going back, and all he can do is force it. And it'll be a goal line dropout.
Great defensive work at line-out time. Wellington, Caleb Delaney, Akira Yeremia was up nice and strong in the air. He stole that ball, so more pressure applied. And now kicking back into this breeze.
It's going to bounce, and it sits up for Peter Umaga Jensen. Here comes Julian Savea from a long way back. Reliving some old memories from days gone by. Garden Bishop. Here's TJ Clark, the fullback. Again, Shields, he's knocked it on.
Oh, hard luck, Brad. But look at this here, Savea carrying Arcoy. Bang! Look at that, there's the collision. These two teams, they'll be throwing everything at it today. They've been the most physical. Here's the end of it.
Space on the
bind. Clark just looking for some work.
Balance.
You'll see Shields come in at number 8, just having a look. Oh, did he touch it? He didn't think so, but in front of the referee.
Well, real first opportunity here for the Bay of Plenty to get their hands on the ball at the moment. It's very much been with Wellington, and they've really tested them physically. And with the weather conditions, because it is going left to right, it's going straight into the eyes of Bay of Plenty too, that rain. So they need to be more aware and probably play a little bit closer too.
Let's go.
They've been really solid at scrum time as well, Taylor, this year. Bay of Plenty, well, both sides have. You can see their percentage, the win percentage there at 96%. They're in a great front row with Aidan Ross and Bennett Kumaroa, with, of course, their captain in the middle.
Bind!
Kurt Eklund.
Sit!
Rangi gets it in. Been told to use it. So swings it away, and Bay of Plenty looking to attack down the right wing side. Carter puts the kick in, and it's going to sit up for Riley Higgins.
Keep coming,
and he gets prodigious length on the kick, as you'd expect. Finally, it sits up for Cole Forbes, and he makes the clearance from inside the 22 down towards halfway. Cole Forbes.
Good gap.
Now Apposite with the throw. Again, a Bay of Plenty hand gets in, and it deflects into the arms of Rion Paul. So both teams turning the ball over at line-out time.
Use it!
Taurirangi gets it high up into the breeze. Higgins had it for a moment, then lost it. Now it's snapped up by Eklund. Taurirangi swings it wide for Halaholo. Now Narawa, who's been really good this season at centre. Dragged down, and a good tackle though by Lossi Filippo. Ball is there. And
clean up past the ball.
our first penalty of the final comes in the 11th minute.
Well, Bay Of Plenty now just getting some time with the ball. You can see where their threats are, just infringing, putting some pressure on Wellington. It was a really good tackle from Narawa. Emoni Narawa coming forward to make that tackle on Filippo. He's had a great season. Emoni Narawa, here we are, here's the tackle too. Really strong defensively, all of these backs. So taking off the ball, you see Shields there, Caleb Trask, that's where the infringement is.
On the AR, boys.
Kurt Eklund, Akoi wins it. Now a real chance here for Bay Of Plenty, their first really in the match. Well, the ball's been turned over. Ball has been stripped back. And Plummer pounces on it quickly. Now Preston. And they'll look to clear their own line here. And downfield they go. That's cleverly done by Forbes. Brings it under control and looks to counter-attack. Very nearly shot through. Clark hangs on. Tauriarangi feeds it up for Narawa. Tauriarangi again. Trask. And knocked down by Joe Johnson this time. And Wellington have turned it over. Chance for the counter-attack. Now Garden Basham still going. Looks to get, went backwards. Bouncing all over the place. Now it's been knocked on by Yeremia. Boy, the greasy ball is proving to be a real issue. Here's Natai Koi, and he has slipped over.
To knock-on advantage only.
Nakora Broughton, one of the best carriers in the competition. Well, Akoi wasn't expecting that pass from Tauriarangi.
Let's use it. No. 2 seconds.
So the little halfback is going to, again, bang it up into the northerly and see what happens.
Advantage is over.
Clark coming forward.
Knock on.
He's knocked it on as well. Now, Kulmaroa. So they'll play advantage here. As Bay Of Plenty steamroll their way down forward. Now Vakasiolo. Tauriarangi finding Jacob Norris out on the blind side. Driven back in the tackle is Joe Johnson, who is the top try scorer in the team. Akoi gets nailed by halfback Preston.
No advantage.
And no advantage.
Knock on.
Well, evidence of the conditions there with holding on to ball security. There's TJ Clark, he went down in back play.
Yeah.
Well, the handling errors, their turnovers conceded. Well, but both of these teams throwing plenty at each other as well. They were physical last week, Wellington against Waikato. And Bay Of Plenty as well against Canterbury. Here's Clark up now with good contest in the air. That's where he fell hard. He's coming through.
Sorry, I wasn't watching the screen there.
So injury break. Well, stand by because the All Blacks start their Northern Tour later this afternoon. We'll build up at 5:30.
Water's off.
And they play Japan in Yokohama.
Righto. Let's go.
Rugby Nation tomorrow at 7 p.m.
Good this side.
And then, of course, the breakdown where we go through
Hold off on the
everything that's happened in the final and, of course, the All Blacks opening match as well.
I hear you. Just wait for the bind call. I'll give you time.
Rain really coming down now here at Sky Stadium.
Time's back on.
13 minutes gone in the grand final.
Set.
Tauriarangi gets it in, takes it out quickly, and drops it off nicely.
High tackle.
And it's a high tackle, so he'll play a penalty advantage here for the moment. Back it goes, and no advantage.
No advantage. Penalty only, high tackle. 10 black.
Well, Taylor, I don't have points with this wind here, and trying to get that ball over that northerly. Might be a bit far out.
Yeah, the thing is, though, it's finals footy. I think they are going to go for the corner because this wind is far too strong at the moment. But, you know, opportunities at points might be very far few in between. If you think about where they are on the field, they wanted to keep the ball in hand. Here's the high tackle here, slipped up off the ball from Garden Bishop, but still eventually high. But as I mentioned, I don't know how many trips they're going to get down here with those conditions. We saw how long they played inside the 210s, so let's see if they can strike from here.
Eklund throws, taken down by Broughton. Eklund coming around. Here's Halaholo, the veteran player in the midfield. Now snapping it up and going for the line. And Bay of Plenty are in. And it's Leroy Carter. Man on the spot.
What a way to respond. They're just having a look, though.
Okay, so I've got a grounding, so on-field decision is try. Okay.
Leroy Carter. Outstanding from the base.
As I do believe he's ground the ball. Can you just confirm that for us, please?
Preston's done well, the halfback from Wellington, to get underneath. He's still controlled now. Oh, no.
Great defensive work there from Preston. It looked like, in general play, it was all on. Looked like he got it down. It looks like he's dislodged it here. Just in this instance, and it's come off Preston's hand too.
Oh, no. Yeah, you're right, Taylor. There's no try. They're coming back. Paul Williams over on the side.
Clearly knocked on. He loses control of it. In goal, so the restart is a goal line dropout. Thank you.
I like the heads-up play, though, from Leroy Carter. No one there. Decides to have a go himself. A winger always in and around the ruck. It's not for the first time this season, too. He's looked to get in there.
Yeah, for good set-piece line-out too, wasn't it? With Halaholo carrying hard, just getting in behind. So there's the threats.
So the restart from the goal line dropout. And that's bounced favourably for Wellington as he carves off a good 40 metres. Jackson, Garden Bishop.
It's good.
So very much a let-off for Wellington in the first 15 minutes of the game. Eklund throws. Arkoi deflects nicely. And Bay of Plenty seeing a little ball now. Taurirangi gets it off to Kumaroa.
Tackle!
And the ball presented there for Taurirangi. Here's Arkoi going hard.
Out! 5.
Taurirangi again. Kumaroa. Some thumping tackling, particularly from Karifi. Here's Narawa making a great run. Finally dragged down by Plummer. Now Johnston for Bay of Plenty as they go to the blind side with Vakasiolo. Now Johnston again inside the 22, building nicely. Aidan Ross drags it up, presents it well. Now Broughton. Wellington having to make all their tackles here. Hammering away, Bay of Plenty. Now they go wide, and a little bit of space for Rion Paul. And that one's been ripped away. And Preston, oh, he's got a kick away, and it's gone into the arms of one of the Bay of Plenty players. I think it was Johnston. And a real opportunity here as Vakasiolo has a crack.
Thank you.
Pressure continues. Now Ross hammering hard and try scored. No, he knocked it on. Knocked it on, Aidan Ross.
Oh, so close again, Bay of Plenty. Aidan Ross, good body position. Arkoi helping him through, and really?
Yeah.
Just time off.
Oh, for me, that's down. Let's take another look.
Okay.
Well, they are having another look. Taylor, he goes through here. Aidan Ross, really good carry. He's entitled to reach out. That's a try.
Sorry, on-field decision is no tries. I had it knocked on. Can you just check that for me? So you had this one ripped back? Yeah, sweet. So he's reached out. Always in position. It touches the ground. Yeah, try's good.
It looks like a
Okay,
try
back
for
on
me,
me.
Ben Castle, and
Yep.
the Bay of Plenty fans who have made the trip down here in these atrocious conditions certainly
Yeah.
agree.
Thank you, RK. So the player does indeed maintain possession and grounds the ball, so I'll overturn my on-field decision and award the try.
And the try is duly given. He doesn't score many, Hayden Ross, but that's an important one. And Bay of Plenty are on the board in the final.
On the context of this final, Wellington shot out to that first try lead, and Bay of Plenty have fought their way back in. Of course, they knocked the ball on. It was ripped out by Rion Paul, the Bay of Plenty winger, and then they just couldn't clear their line, Wellington, where they just pounced onto the ball again, and some just reward, and needed it.
No. Back.
Well, Wellington charged early.
Time off.
Trask anyway goes with the kick, and he puts it over.
It's got to start moving.
So the try is converted, and it's 7-all.
He has got to start his run-up. I didn't think he had.
Well, there's the clearance. It didn't quite go the distance. Then they got organised quickly. Wellington, one carry here, and then here's Hayden Ross through, held with Arcoy
Started his run-up.
just to his right, then bang, try time.
Back to halfway with Garden Basham for the restart. Taken down by Broughton. Tauriarangi gives it off to the try scorer, Hayden Ross.
No.
Got a knee on the ground.
Use.
So now the clearance from halfback. Clark waits again. This time no one there as he takes it.
Advantage.
And Wellington get a penalty out of this
Not supporting body weight.
as Preston slings it away for Shields. Garden Basham gets nailed by Willis Halaholo.
Not supporting body weight.
Back for the penalty.
It's really disappointing for Bay of Plenty, isn't it? Because you get up, you score, and then straight away you give away a penalty inside your own half. And look at the distance on that kick, 7-8 metres out from practically halfway.
Yeah, well, Bay of Plenty's decision now, do they contest? Do they go up? They're about 7 metres out. Of course, if they do go up, there is pressure on the not
Let's go,
straight. If they
Wellington.
don't compete, Wellington get a bit of flexibility on how straight that throw is. They've had a very good
Let him
line-out
land
drive
low.
this season. See Duplessis Kirifi in jersey 7. He's normally first on the ball.
They don't go up, Bay of Plenty, but they don't have to, as the ball is overthrown and it's been snapped up by Eklund.
Use it.
So an opportunity wasted there by the Wellington line-out, Tauriarangi, and he doesn't get much distance as he bangs it into touch.
That's a big moment at line-out time. You've got to take these opportunities. You won't get many in a final. There's just straight through the hands, slippery ball.
Interestingly for me too, we've seen plenty of lineouts in this game. No one's gone to the front jumper. They're still going middle and back.
Taken down by Delaney, but not straight.
Contest and it's outside shoulder. Not straight.
Well, Wellington, their line-out's been 80% this season. That one there, not straight to Delaney. 80%, just too low.
Let's go.
Just too low a percentage to be clinical enough. And conversely, Bay of Plenty sit at 90%. There he is, Hooker Elliott,
Wait for the call.
former All Black. A lot of time with Hawke's Bay. Some time overseas, South Canterbury. Through the Heartland competition, Nisbo.
Yep, 38 years of age, but keen to keep going. Twisting scrum. Tauriarangi gets nailed, but he got a good pass away for Norris.
Use it.
Now another kick. Clark has to make a bit of distance this time to pull this one in, which he does well. Had a very solid season at the back, TJ Clark. Up goes Lauaki. Now Garden Bishop.
Wing is on.
And this is nicely controlled, called for the mark.
Come back, Black. 10, back.
Did Trask.
Yeah, on here.
I guess the danger when you've got the wind is you tend to want to kick it too often.
Yeah, let's
Yeah,
go.
that's why teams who play into the wind, they use the ball more, a bit more accurate, a bit more pressure on. And pressure to hold that ball and not give it away, and that's what Bay of Plenty, well, they fought their way back in. Well, now another line out. Now this is where the pressure is on now. Bay of Plenty, they'll be throwing everyone up, or at least shaping to make this as hard as possible on upper side.
He goes deep down the flank, and it was taken down by Higgins. Ball's been turned over, so Kumaroa gets it back. Narawa hands it on.
Yeah.
And the kick made by Trask. And the ball turned over by Bay of Plenty.
Well, it was a good throw over the back. That was the option. And then there it is. It's Eklund, the captain. Oh, perfect timing now. Back again. Line out time. Oh, he's going back-to-back line outs up his side at the moment.
Let's go.
Short line out too.
Oh, he's gone over the back again, and
Backwards.
Wellington have won it. Very shaky, but they did.
Wait, 7.
Now Higgins has been doing a fair bit of kicking in the game so far. Now here's Trask, just on his own side of halfway. Higgins has stolen this away and cleverly kicked it off downfield as well. So the chasers are coming very quickly, and this is going to be
Carried back, 5-metre scrum.
carried back, a 5-metre scrum.
That's brilliant individual work there. He's had some season. Here's Riley Higgins. Tackle straight onto his feet. There it is there. Brad Shields helping. The clean out wasn't accurate enough, and then the vision to put it over the top. Cole Preston involved, and Higgins following up.
Drive straight.
Oh, fantastic work.
Well, that's why he's the 2024 Player of the Year for Wellington, is it? And earns an All Black 15 call-up. And look, that's turnover number 13 for him this season. Makes him first equal. Incredible season from this man. And the top 5 for almost every stat you can think of. And look at this attacking opportunity now for the Lions.
Bind! Sit!
So in it goes. They'll test the Bay of Plenty scrum, but it doesn't work, so Preston swings it away. Here is Higgins.
15, blue offside.
And they've got a penalty here against Cole Forbes standing offside.
15.
As Preston swings it off to Delaney, and he's lost it in contact. So it's going to be a penalty.
15, blue offside.
And you'd think in a final,
Up way too early.
take
Ball
the
was still in
3.
Scrum. Offside.
Well, you should take the points, really, but Wellington, they've been unorthodox at times.
Shot. Are we having a shot? Yeah. Shot called.
Well, there we go. Yeah, it's a sensible decision. Cole Forbes, 15 for Bay of Plenty, just offside. But they've been down in this area a couple of times, Wellington, so they do need these points. See, they've lost some line-outs. That one off that set piece, the scrum was sound, but the strike did not quite come off.
The decision to go for the 3 points too came straight from the sideline. As soon as that whistle blew, Waterbib went straight on with the tee. And it did look like Karifi was looking at that sideline too.
so here we are with Jackson Garden Bishop, guards it through. And Wellington take the lead again, 10-7. With just over 13 remaining in the first half. Everybody keeping dry today. Kickoff is made. Down to Higgins. Trips over his own man. And Numia.
step here, Blue.
Now
We're
Kyle
outside.
Preston reaching in.
Carried back.
Karifi struggled to control that. Preston had to grab it. And he's got pretty good distance on his kick. And it's touch Caleb Trask. You've got to be careful, but he did well to stay in.
Out, Blue,
And then he
keep
hoofs it up
coming.
high.
Yeah.
Coming down just near halfway.
Play on, general play.
And good contest there. Has been won by Bay of Plenty, but not
He's on his
releasing
feet,
it.
2 hands on the ball.
As Peter Umaga Jensen got over the top.
Well, they just had to control it, Trask. Couldn't quite, the number 10. He put the ball up to try and make something out of nothing. But it was Umaga Jensen. As that ball came down, Rion Paul did really well, but Umaga Jensen better. See, here's the contest there. Rion Paul straight down, and then Umaga Jensen, look at that. Good to have him back.
I think under these conditions too, both teams are just trying to force the error from either side, try put those bombs up and contest to make it easier for themselves.
So again, struggling with the lineouts. Here is Paul in possession.
Let's use it!
So Tauriarangi
2 seconds!
off to Broughton,
Let it come through!
just out from the 22 Bay of Plenty. Be another kick up into the
2
wings.
seconds!
This one holding up, drifting back towards the kicker, deflected backwards by Savea. Now here's Karifi looking for a bit of space. Taken up the middle by Higgins. He's been like another loose forward. But he didn't release it this time.
Joe Johnson, he's had some season as well. His work at the breakdown has been outstanding. His defensive breakdown numbers. He's the competition leader, 8 tries to his name. Oh, no bigger turnover than that one.
Absolute workhorse, isn't he? Made 186 tackles this year, has only missed 6.
Yeah, guys, sit up there, good.
Yeah, Karifi, well, this one here, over the ball, great body position, fighting to lift that up.
Eklund throws. And this time he doesn't get it
Same as
right.
the other one, contest, outside shoulder, not straight.
Wellington did put a player up, so it had to be straight.
How high did they put him up? How high did that player go from Wellington?
Yeah.
Were they genuine? Well, they're up, I guess.
Belated, wasn't it?
Well, to my point earlier though, Ben Castle, yes, the weather conditions are poor, but usually when the weather conditions are like that, you start throwing to your front jumper. Both teams have persisted to go to the middle or to the back and haven't gone to that money ball up the front, and we've seen error after error.
Sit!
So Preston away for Garden Basham. He's going to kick early this time, but not very accurately, although Forbes struggling to hold it. And he hasn't got much of an angle for his clearing kick.
Back ball.
Really smart play, Garden Bishop. Look at that. He'll know where Forbes is just out of position. He hasn't quite read the cue. He gets back into an awkward catching position, and then he's forced to do it because there's a really good chase line from
Hold there,
Wellington.
Blue.
There's his experience,
hold there,
Garden
Blue.
Bishop.
It's coming, Black, please. Step down. Guys, boys, we're clearly inside the 22. Come in. Thank you. Gap's good. Let's go.
This time it deflected on the Wellington side, but at least they got the ball. That was Lauaki,
There it is.
and it's there for Numia. Off to Shields. He's really playing well, Brad Shields. Got his arms through another tackle. Now Numia. He's also very strong on the carry. Preston works it off to the blind side. Filippo out on the left wing side. Presents it again for Preston. Now Plummer.
Good.
Garden Bishop, short pass for Delaney running hard. Ball is there. Umaga Jensen. Now Clark. Just get it away from Clark. Now he dropped a nice pass off. Here's Savea in some space. Still going, the big fellow. And he scores a double in the final.
Oh, this time on the right wing, Julian Savea. What a finish. But some brilliant build-up work as well. Garden Bishop involved, Higgins involved.
Yeah,
here's the ball out in front. That's beautiful there. TJ Clark does really well. He holds on, then a lovely weighted pass, Garden Bishop, and then work to do, Narawa. He's not an easy defender to get through, but he can do it. Julian Savea, what a try.
Oh, the 54 Test All Blacks surely lighting it up again here at Sky Stadium. And the key issue there for the Bay was Rion Paul. He went to kick that ball through, but Clark, he recovered. And Bay of Plenty, they couldn't quite recover back defensively and go to the corner where Paul should have been. And so in the end, Wellington score.
Well, talk about winding back the clock. Vintage Julian Savea. 2015 World Cup when in his absolute prime. So Garden Bishop looking to convert. And he needed really to start that towards the left-hand upright. So 15-7, Wellington lead.
There's that ball from Clark and that from Garden Bishop. But look at this here. That's just pure power and leg drive. And then the end, well, yep. The rest is what we've seen so many times at this stadium.
Kick off. Nobody wants this one, but in the end, Delaney does well to pull it in.
Let's use it.
Both teams a little bit uncertain from kickoff time. Here's Garden Bishop.
Yeah, on now.
Again, looking to thump it down the middle. But this one not travelling so far. And grabbed by Forbes. Carriffy went over the top, and what a turnover that is from Duplessis Carriffy. Here is Higgins. Away it goes for Shields. And the 33-year-old playing like a 23-year-old today. Here's Delaney, who managed to recover the awkward kickoff. Clark away for Yeremia. Now Preston waits, slings it away for Clark. Filippo, and bangs it away into touch near the 22.
Well, there are moments in games where you just need something special. And look at this here from the captain, Duplessis Carriffy.
Yeah,
another turnover to his name. And something like that just sparks the energy. Wellington getting into their work. Now they can put some pressure on.
Eklund then to the line-out. Line-out working well. Once again, it was Jacob Norris. Ball running outside the 22.
Let's use it, 9.
Torerangi.
Carried back. Hold here, Blue.
Trask waiting back.
Wait. Yeah.
Bounce of the ball will be interesting. Bishop just not able to control it initially. And he's made another big long kick downfield. And pressure from TJ Clark on Trask.
A great kick from Garden Bishop to put it back there. Look at Clark, great commitment. Well, there's no real sign of Garden Bishop's hamstring that's ruled him out of the last 2 weeks. And he's back into the final in his 100th. Playing very well.
Wanting to go short. Shields got in there for upper side. And the ball coming for Preston. Up it goes for Lauaki. Now Yeremia. As the 22 looms In goes Karifi hard at the Bay of Plenty defence. Preston now, Garden Basher went backwards, trying to bust his way out of the tackle of Broughton.
No hands now! No hands, for out!
Right in there.
Thank you.
Bay of Plenty having a good shot at it.
Good.
Now here's Savea, man of the moment so far in the game. Ridden across field, but able to deliver. Numia, Umaga Jensen, but Bay of Plenty reading that move very, very well.
Here it is, it's your own man. Let's use it! 2.5
minutes remaining till half-time. Delaney puts the shoulder down. Good tackle.
Use it!
By Vakasiolo.
2 seconds!
Now Preston. Waiting back is Carter. Just out from his own 22. And Wellington get the penalty.
Straight off your feet. And there's a man coming in.
And it wasn't against
11.
The taker of the ball. It was against Leroy Carter. In fact, Rion Paul.
Yeah, Rion Paul just sealing off what they've called it, or straight down.
Let's go.
So you have to make an attempt at the breakdown to make a positive movement, a positive clean out, and in this case he's just sealed it straight off. You watch number 11, just straight down on top of him there. It's just jumped straight on his back, and you're unable to do that. You must create a contest. Now, Lenny Apasai is down at the moment, and while he's down this boat, this big one.
Yep, huge game. Japan against the All Blacks, led by Patrick Tuipulotu today.
What are we doing?
And we start our build-up at 5:30. And then, of course, they head further north and play England at Twickenham. Followed by Ireland. Boy, that'll be a game and a half at the Aviva Stadium in Dublin.
Thank you.
And then France. 3 real toughies in a row. And don't overlook Italy either, because they won't be easy in Turin. So what a tour that is. Starting later today in Japan. Apasai throws. This time Wellington get it right. Bay of Plenty didn't put anybody up. Now the ball's loose.
Advantage knock on by Black.
And it's been knocked on by Wellington, so they made a crucial error. And
2 seconds!
Bay of Plenty should be able to clear this away.
Step here. Let's use
Kumaro.
it.
Now Tauriarangi looking for Trask. And they get another shot at it.
Advantage from the knock
No advantage, so they'll take a scrum.
Line out. Scrum.
Well, it wasn't lost off the line out, but it's as good as another loss, really, Wellington. They get these opportunities, and here this ball just spits out there in the middle of that maul, so their body height and their combination of how they transfer the ball to the back of that drive just not quite working.
Let's go, Black.
Well, interesting moment transpired just before they even went to the kick. So what happened is one of the sideline coaches came on with the tee to give it, but because du Plessis had already pointed to the corner, Angus maybe said he had to leave.
He sent him back off, didn't he?
Yeah, so could have left 3 points out there, but hey, look, they're still in the right position. Unfortunately, Caleb Trask shanked this kick and it's gone straight out, so they do have the opportunity, but then, of course, they've got the scrum now.
Sit!
So, Bay of Plenty. Wellington put pressure on. Tauriarangi gets it wide to his winger, Rion Paul. Ball is there. As Wellington come charging through here. And they might have turned this over. Ball is on the Wellington side. So they'll get one last chance. As Preston works it off for Hugo Plummer.
No two. Let's use it.
Now Shields hands it away for Karifi. He presents the ball for Brad Shields. Delivers for Preston. Now Umaga Jensen, a little bit of indecision. Busting out of a few tackles, Peter Umaga Jensen still going. Now Preston, Numia. Preston again, looking left and right. They get a penalty, Bay of Plenty, and that's a big one. And that'll take us to the break.
That's time, guys, if you tap it.
Wellington boy as well. Naitoa Akoi over it. And that's half-time, Nisbo.
Yes, it is. 40 minutes gone in the grand final for 2024. 2 tries to 1, and Wellington lead at half-time, 15 points to 7. The MPC trophy at stake this afternoon in the final. Wellington lead 15 to 7. Let's hear from the 2 dressing rooms with Taylor. Firstly, Wellington assistant coach Ryan Piper.
You've got the lead heading into the second half. Were you happy with that first half?
Yeah, in parts. I mean, we can't rest on our laurels with that 15-7, I think it is at the moment. We know that they're going to come out. There is no tomorrow. It's finals footy, so we've got to be switched on and ready to go.
How do you put the Bay to bed?
Well, we talked about in attack, we've just got to earn the right to be able to play with the ball. So that's getting our shoulders through, making sure we've got momentum. And defensively, we just have to make our first tackles.
Good luck.
Thank you very much.
As a coaching group, what was your summation of that first half?
Reasonably happy how we dealt with the wind. A couple of silly mistakes. Kick counter, not getting our clean out right. So we can do better with the wind. Hopefully get a bit more pressure on them with our kick chase.
Last 40 minutes left of the season. What was the key message?
Yeah, we talk about diving on the ball, and we've let a few of those go. So little 1%ers like that, little efforts, eh?
Good luck.
Cheers, thanks very much.
Bingi Tala Apitanga and Ryan Piper from the respective teams. Right, we're set to go. Second half as Angus Maybe blows the whistle and Caleb Trask gets us going and is taken down by Brad Shields for Wellington.
Use it!
Playing now into this strong wind. Preston will be doing a fair bit of kicking, one would imagine. And he's misjudged this one. He's put it out on the full.
Yeah, it's outside.
And so early advantage here for Bay of Plenty.
Now, well, there we go. The conditions, well, they haven't eased up. They've been tough
Just look on the AR
in that first half into that wind. Just outside the 22. So, yeah, you're right. Perfect opportunity here, Bay of Plenty. They have been better at line-out time.
Hold there.
Quick change for them as well. Josh Bartlett on for Aidan Ross. Aidan Ross went off injured last week, and I think he's succumbed to that injury again.
Good start by the Bay of Plenty line-out. Really good start. Their line-out has been better than Wellington's all day. Now Eklund has got to shift it, and he does so. Hello for Bay of Plenty. Now snapped up again by Eklund.
On the body, not the ball. Leave it.
Trying to grab it was Karifi, told not to. Taorerangi. Away it goes for Norris. Now the new man on the field, Josh Bartlett. Big moments early in the second half. What a good carry here by Johnston. Now to Horearangi for Akoi. That's the goal line, only a couple of metres away, and a penalty advantage as well. Bartlett again,
Last feet,
the new man on the field. Horearangi has a look. Ball's gone backwards, and no advantage there.
Tackler not rolling.
So it's against the Wellington player not rolling.
Oh, really solid, accurate ball carry as well, and their clean out. You heard their coach,
Shot.
Pingi Talapitanga, talking about they needed to be more accurate at the breakdown, and here's a really good example of a team working hard. Look at this carry, Joe Johnston. Leg drive, he's got support around him too. So their momentum that they need is coming back into their game. Eight good phases, Taylor.
Yeah, absolutely. This is the Bay of Plenty we're so used to seeing. Remember, they are #1 in metres past the gain line and post-contact metres in every carry, and this is what we're used to seeing. So they've finally got their tails up, and whatever was said at half-time is certainly starting to work, and we're finally seeing them with some ball in hand.
Fifth on the all-time list, Caleb Trask. And this is a pretty easy penalty for him early in the second half. And up and over it goes. So Bay of Plenty strike early in the second half. And Wellington lead by 5. So Jackson Garden Bishop in game number 100 with the kickoff. Lined up and taken down by Akoi. Driven strongly back inside the 22.
Use it!
Tauriarangi looking for runners. And the new man on the field is keen to get his hands on the ball, Josh Bartlett. Now Tauriarangi. And the clearing kick from Trask. Good distance, well hauled down by TJ Clark. Awkward pass, which Garden Bishop hauls in.
Keep coming, Black, retreat! Keep coming!
Beautifully done by Forbes, got it back to Tauriarangi.
Let it come, don't touch it, Black!
Ball has got to be there. Trask
Use it! Playing
at halfback. Away for Vakasiolo.
Use it!
Tauriarangi once again will launch a kick down into Wellington territory. Once again, Clark looking to line it up. It was awkward.
Backwards.
He's never looking comfortable under that. Got it back to Garden Bishop. And he manages to hook it away into touch near the 10-metre line.
Well, there's Bay of Plenty's intent. That's where they want to play. You see just the one change at the top there, Josh Bartlett on Braden Ross. But they're looking to use their kicking. Te Tora Tauriarangi at halfback, kicking over the top. Caleb Trask looking to kick.
Guys, they haven't moved.
Putting pressure on Wellington. Big line out.
Eklund lobs it in. Ball disputed. Tipped on the Wellington side. Upper side goes down.
Count is good.
And releases. And penalty.
Counter. And 5, you're in the side.
Oh, these big moments in a final. Just not accurate at the line out, but coming through nicely, and they created a new offside line by the counter ruck. You see Bay of Plenty arrive. Akoi up contesting. Delaney brilliant again, has been all season. As the ball comes through, look at the cavalry arrive. Now there's a new offside line, and Idamir, number 5, he comes in on the side.
Look at how quick Akoi got to his feet too to get to that counter ruck. He has had some kind of season.
Eklund to the line out. This time Akoi drags it down. And they get a penalty too, Bay of Plenty. Another line out infringement as the ball comes out.
Taking the man in the air.
And this time it's against a Wellington player taking Naitoa Akoi in the air.
Well, importantly, another penalty against Wellington. They're starting to stack up now. These two teams are the most disciplined sides in the competition to date, but there you cannot play the man in the air, hands all over him.
Interesting that they elected not to go for the 3 as well, like they did moments ago. They've gone for the corner.
Extra numbers in that line out too. Leroy Carter at the front, Halaholo at the back.
Eklund to throw. Let's see if Wellington put somebody up. They do put somebody up. Akoi takes it down. The ball's high off the ground. Here's Halaholo. Inside the 5-metre line. The ball's still there for Bay of Plenty. Now off it goes. And getting very close to the line. Oh, it's been dropped down. Bay of Plenty make a crucial mistake. Just when it really matters.
Fine, boy.
They just needed to be patient, just this last one. Well, uncharacteristic too from Eklund. Well, there you go.
Let's go.
Well, they'll be disappointed with that, won't they? Because they turned down a very kickable 3. We know he can get those ones. They elected for the corner, and then the mistake came from Eklund. But you have got to love the energy coming from Tupasi Kurifi on the sideline. It is electric. He is lifting up his team, exactly what you want from a captain.
Stand up.
Well, he was superb last week. And Waikato were putting plenty of pressure on Wellington here at the home semi-final. Duplessis, Kirifi, he just went into another gear and led his team around and started dominating the breakdown, dominant in his tackles. And people just started following their courageous leader, open side flanker.
Bang! Sit!
Scrum goes down on this near side. Everybody looking at the AR as we look forward to the All Blacks against Japan. Our build-up starting at 5:30, kick-off around about 7:15 in Yokohama.
Let's go!
Rugby Nation tomorrow night, 7 p.m. And then we have the breakdown, of course, where we analyse everything that happens in the weekend of rugby.
Crouch! Free binding. Where you go.
So the referee sorts it out by saying, "Way you go." And Wellington will take the kick. They won't get the line-out throw, though.
I asked you.
Nearly 10 minutes gone, second half. Bay of Plenty's line-out is far better than Wellington's. And this time, nice deflection by Akoi. Away for Carter to have a run. Good, powerful surge, too. Taorerangi gets it away from Kumaroa. Now another charge, this time from Bartlett.
Ball's here.
Ball is there for Taorerangi. All shoveled on. Just inside the 22. Taorerangi now looking to move it a little wider. Some big tackling there, and it's been lost forward and snapped up by Shields.
Let it come.
So Wellington have possession.
Leave it, boys.
And Numia showing good power. Makes 7 or 8 metres. Now back for Garden Basham to thump it hard and down the middle once again. That seems to be the tactic. Now Emoni Narawa, very dangerous from broken play. Nailed by Yeremia.
Yeah, he lifted it.
Now Eklund for Bay of Plenty.
Ball's here.
Just in Wellington territory. Trask goes to the air. Looked as though he mistimed it a bit.
Backwards by Black.
Ball's gone back and has been recovered by Bay of Plenty.
He's lifted it.
Taorerangi now Broughton. Here's Johnson. Knows his way to the try line. And the ball is left there for Taorerangi. Now Kumaroa near the 22. And it opens up a little for Broughton.
No hands.
Taorerangi looks to the right, then goes to the left and gives it off to Johnston, who's just been running hard all day. Penalty coming here. Here's Alaholo showing his power. Ball is finally there. It's been knocked out. And back to the penalty.
Now this will be against Kirifi. Yeah, and he can shake his head too. He doesn't agree because he was competing for that ball, and just sometimes momentum, when you are cleaned out, you swing around. There was no intent by Kirifi to take the 9 out. You see he's competing here. Akoi grabs and pulls him around. Well, he's got really nowhere to go, but the rules are you cannot play the 9, but it's also how they're interpreted. And he is asking the question.
Both teams have a man down at the moment. In the meantime, here is Trask looking to make it 2 out of 2 in the second half. This one is right out in front. Makes no mistake, kicks the second penalty in the second half.
Time off.
And it's a 2-point game.
Two substitutions as well. The key one for the Wellington Lions, 38-year-old Hika Elliott comes on and replaces Lenny Apisai, who is succumbing to an injury. Last played in the NPC in 2017 after going overseas, of course, currently playing in the Heartland comp. And then another change for the Bay of Plenty. Lucas Cashmore replaces Cole Forbes.
Garden Basham with the kickoff, taken down by Broughton, and it's there for Tahuri Rangi. Off it goes for Bartlett.
No.
He's been prominent since he got on the park.
Carry back, hold here, Blue.
Now Trask.
Wait. Yeah, on.
Goes down the middle. Clark waiting. Wellington so far have kicked it back. This time Clark decides to run it back. May not be the best option.
Inside.
As they meet on halfway. Now Preston away for Carriffy. Puts the head down. Garden Basham works it to midfield. And ball lost by Shields. So playing advantage here. And now here's a chance for Bay of Plenty. Looking to burst away. Lucas Cashmore got a hand on the ball at one point there. Now Tahuri Rangi for Trask. Carriffy came from a long way back. Now Bartlett carries it again. Tahuri Rangi. Trask looking to find a bit of space, and they have. And now here is Leroy Carter. Puts the kick in, the race is on! Oh, I don't think anyone got there in the end. Broughton and Preston.
Yeah.
I don't think either forced it.
Blue 6.
No, well, Preston's quick. I think Broughton got there, but it wasn't enough. There's his hand. Yeah, I think he might have just touched it, but it wasn't enough to get that pressure. But Wales, they just released themselves as they came right. With Truss, another sub, Taylor.
Yeah, two Moana Pasifika teammates replacing each other. Jacob Norris takes a well-deserved seat on the bench. Samisi Paya, the Ikalatahi representative, on. And you can just see there, Xavier Nemir receiving some attention to his knee.
We're going to play on. Let's go.
This is nice here. Yeah.
Ben.
This is really good here. Trask just floating it over the top, and look at the gas from Carter. Just the acceleration now. He puts the burners on, takes two defenders. But Kyle Brown, he's done enough the halfback. Oh, had that slowed up a touch. Just the bounce of that ball.
Right, the goal line dropout, taken down by Cashmore. Very nearly tripped over. Broughton did. Umia has a shot at it, can't get it. Now the ball moved on by Johnson. Bay of Plenty playing with some confidence, but up comes Clark. Makes a big spot tackle. Now Tahuri Rangi shovels it away. Carriffy over the ball, didn't quite get it. Now Tahuri Rangi has a go.
Leave it 6.
Clark, at least Delaney can't get it. Bay of Plenty making all the running in the first 15 minutes of this second half. Now Tahuri Rangi shifted away to Bartlett again. Again stays to the left. Tyre takes it in for Bay of Plenty.
Ball's out.
Now the ball popped over the top for Arkoi.
No.
Ball retention has been really good by Bay of Plenty. Plummer had a go at it, couldn't make it.
Ball's available.
Now Tahuri Rangi inside the 22. Kumara. Wellington struggling to get their hands on the ball here. Arkoi goes again. Umaga Jensen tried to turn it over. Some big charges here, midway to the goal line. Just relentless from Bay of Plenty.
No.
Up goes Delaney and makes a strong tackle. Now Shields goes in hard, looking to disrupt this flow. Tahuri Rangi again. Eklund this time. Next man up is Kumara. Ball is there. Now here's Paya. Bay of Plenty building up beautifully here. Can they finish it? Kulmarau goes hard.
Ball's here. Hands up, Black. Hands up. 2-16. Thank you.
Eklund stands over it. Another drive at the line.
Back 13. Hands up.
Now Narawa is in there. Again, they go low and hard. Narawa! Emoni Narawa scores a try that puts Bay of Plenty in front.
Well, 24 brilliant phases. Bay of Plenty, their best passage of this game, where they have put it all together. Narawa, he was the one giving that last pass. Look at his body position, he's right there, straight over. What a time to score.
Rewarded for continuity, aren't they? Just absolutely relentless, going phase after phase. The ball security impressive. Equally, Wellington not giving away any penalties through all of that defensive effort as well. But Narawa, finally, the straw that broke the camel's back.
Okay, well, I'll let you know when there's 20.
Well, fully deserved after total domination in the second half.
Couple changes happening while he's lining up this kick for Wellington. Filipolo, with all his experience, 65 games on for Hugo Plummer. And a change at halfback as well, Nui Muriwai on for Kyle Preston.
There's the conversion made by Trask. And Bay of Plenty have their first lead of the game by 20-15. And it's one of the most outstanding players of the season, Emoni Narawa, a one-test All Black.
Change again, this time for Bay of Plenty. Fehi Whininganofo with all his speed. Scored 4 tries this season. He replaces the hometown boy, Real Ball.
Pretty much just over 20 minutes remaining in the game. And that's a kickoff that's gone 10 metres,
No, there's no touch.
but unmolested. Goes across the touchline.
Just step down. Sit down. Line's yours. Thank you. Line's yours, boys. Thank you.
Both teams going to the bench, as you'd expect, at the end of a pretty long season.
Happy.
If he's happy with the throw, Wellington put a man up. There's Eklund going on a bit of a burst. What a good run from the skipper. And the ball left behind for Te Hurerangi. They're playing with some real confidence now. Holo away for Narawa. Off it goes, and here's an opportunity for Holo. And the ball has been lost in contact. But they're playing all the rugby, Bay of Plenty.
Well, this is a great demonstration of using the ball and skill level. You see here, as it goes wide, the ball is out in front. Great handling. Narawa bringing in defenders here. Whininganofo, he is the new man on. And that is a great cover tackle. And who is it? Duplessis Kirifi, the captain. He is the man coming across.
Look at that, Wellington not being able to register any points so far in this second half. And we saw how good the Bay were against Canterbury last weekend, but there's a change for the Bay. Kalen Felice comes on and replaces Aisake Vakasiola.
Just wait for that call, yeah?
Hard to remember Wellington being in Bay of Plenty's 22 so far in the second half.
Crouch! Bind! Slayer! Sit!
Scrum collapses.
You see those stats that were on the screen just there. 88% possession. There we are. That's over the game, and in the second half, it has especially been stacked in Bay of Plenty's favour. I mean, Wellington started with all the ball and all the territory, and Bay of Plenty fought their way back in to this game, and now total control in the second half. There they are, the Hori Bop on the right.
Amazing. There's a Steamers chant going around this crowd here. That's how many people came here believing they will win today.
Now, Narawa, as Wellington try to run it out from their own line. Savea had nobody to give it to.
Ball's out, ball's out.
Ball is out and been stolen by Narawa. Clear call from the referee. So Wellington have turned it over inside their own 22. And off go Bay of Plenty again. And Wellington win a turnover.
Easy, leave it, leave it.
Ball was there.
No arms on the cleaner there. Straight shoulder to the head.
I haven't seen anything live, but if it comes up, it'll be all over.
Well, this will be interesting because Duplessis Karifi took exception from a clean out from Nicola Broughton, came in behind him, shoved him in the back. It will still be Wellington ball, but certainly emotions high.
Both physical players. I mean, where this could have been a try for all money earlier on when Duplessis Karifi made that cover tackle. Here he is in the contact. Yeah, I think it's okay there, but Duplessis Karifi, yeah, just pushing him back in. I think there was nothing wrong with Broughton's clean out.
Right, let's see how Hickory Elliott goes for the line-out throws. Not bad. As Delaney drags it down. Elliott on the back. Has a quick look to see how things are looking. Marching Bay of Plenty back. Now they've got a release. Got a penalty advantage here. Player on the ground trying to hold the ball back. Now Murawai sends it off to Umaga Jensen. Just in Bay of Plenty territory. It's there for Murawai again. Elliott. Here's Higgins. He could be the danger man. This time taken down in a good tackle, but no advantage.
As he's trying to clear the ball.
Penalty goes against Kurt Eklund.
Well, at this point in the game as well, discipline is critical. I've mentioned it earlier, these two teams have been the most well-disciplined teams throughout this whole competition. And in a final, as you'd expect with pressure, absorbing the pressure and applying pressure that teams... Well, there we go, there's an example.
What a great take.
Hold here, Blue.
Oh, dear. One box tick, the other not so much. That's a great take with a greasy ball. So Elliott finding Jeremiah. Wellington got some value out of the previous rolling maul, so they give it another go. Now, away for Higgins. Garden Basham. Now to Umaga Jensen and a bit of space. Clark. Quick delivery for Filippo. And written over the touchline.
Flag's up.
The flag is up.
Flag is up, ball's in touch.
And so they'll go to the line out.
Really good defence, Bay of Plenty. It was nicely done by Umaga Jensen. Yeah, this is Trask, and of course with Lucas Cashmore on, who had just seen before in jersey 21 with his left foot. He'll be in that first receiver position. Trask.
Come in, Blue.
Out at fullback position now. This is a big line out here for Bay of Plenty.
Nicely done. Bay of Plenty's line out has stayed solid. Broughton busting tackles has been outstanding this season.
Last feet, Black.
Taurirangi back for Trask. And penalty goes against Wellington.
Breaks early.
It's an offside call.
I was just talking about discipline before, because these penalties, they're big because they turn the ball over, and the key part of it is field position and where they are around the field. If they can relieve some pressure around discipline. Here we go, here's Broughton, who has, you've said, I suppose, carries his defence. So much about his game has been brilliant this year. That's where the infringement is. And look where Bay of Plenty just get to ease that pressure off, take some more field position.
Eklund throws.
Good contest on the ball.
And it was a good contest, and I think it might come on the Wellington side here as Murawai gets it off to Elliott. Murawai again.
Backwards.
Oh, not expected by the player. Delaney tidies up though.
No hands down.
And the ball is there. Just a complete breakdown in communication. Now Elliott again. Murawai. Away for Numia. Oh, good run here by the prop forward. Charging away downfield. Leaves up behind too. And it's there for Yeremia. Here's Elliott once more. Plants the ball. 10 out from the 22. Numia, who started it all. Murawai gets it away for Garden Basham. Up, holds it up. Where Delaney is in midfield.
Good.
Umaga Jensen looking to use his power up the middle.
Tackle release.
Gets his knee to the ground.
It's fine.
Ball is left behind. It's gone back, and now Garden Basham. Yeremia hands it on for Numia. Wellington having a little purple patch with the ball in hand, but struggling to get through the defence. Elliott getting ridden across field. Murawai goes again. This time it's Shields. Murawai thought about the right, then go to the left. Savea, who had such a stellar first half in the game. 5 out from the 22. Murawai again. Now Lauaki.
No hands here.
Murawai, there's the 22. So slow progress. Garden Basham for Yeremia. Bay of Plenty's defence very good. Short pass for Umaga Jensen. Ridden across field.
Count is good.
And they might turn this over. No, he got up and went again, Peter Umaga Jensen, as he was entitled to do. And there it is on the 22. Now Garden Basham away for Riley Higgins. Little change of tactic, and he's coming quickly, and he waits. And this is going to be held up over the goal line, where it'll be a goal line dropout.
5-minute scrum.
Oh, no, in fact, taken back. So Lucas Cashmore. So what a play from Riley Higgins.
Yeah. No, they had to mix it up a bit, didn't they? Because they were going, hammering away at that line. Hammering, it was really good defence, but then the mix-up here from Higgins, the vision in behind and his pace, and Cashmore sliding. And then he's over. It is the second time he's done it. Him and Preston, Riley Higgins, they've forced a turnover, and now perfect field position.
Absolutely, and the rain has really started to come down again. It has been relentless. It has not stopped since the very first whistle. And look at that. They're all just taking a breather and having a discussion. You can see Brad Shields with all his experience just telling the team what to do. Prime opportunity. And there's been a replacement too. Sione Halalilo comes on for Akira Yeremia.
48 years ago. 1976.
Let's go.
Some people have travelled down hoping to see it. Nisbo, they're here.
Time's back on.
Yep, no grand final of those days. They won 8 out of 10 to win the title. Manawatu was second, Auckland were third, way back in 1976. Wellington with 5 titles in the bank. The latest of those in 2022. So Murawai rolls it in. Front rows are gone down, but the referee said let's carry on. So now Murawai swings it away for Higgins. They've got a penalty advantage here. Bay of Plenty offside. As Wellington put some pressure on. Now they get it wide for Hector Elliott, the 38-year-old.
It's gone forward, no advantage.
Well, big decision here. A guaranteed 3 points.
10 and 12 offside. Ball wasn't out of the scrum.
But they haven't found it easy to get into Bay of Plenty territory in the second half.
Yeah, when there, I think Nisbo, yeah, you're right. And here's that decision he's made. It is centre field, so it is a very good attacking area.
Sorry, boys, this side, this way.
Well, they're moving off the spot. Does he get a chance to change his decision?
Maybe here. I don't want us to get here. Good this side. Same again. Good.
Well, still good field position.
Need to keep the height on the side.
Yeah, they get a good blind side there with Lossi Filippo out to that side, but now they've got to nail this scrum. This feed here. Hicker Elliott, the new man in the middle there. The new halfback. Garden Bishop's just moved in behind that scrum just to hold that blind side there to create that threat.
Bind! Sit!
Lots of clapping. Everybody claiming that it was the other team that went down.
Just keep your balance, stay in the fight.
Up front. Yeah. No, it's been very even, the battle at scrum time. But Lawaki at tight head, that's where they'll be wanting to get some inroads. They'll look to get that ball back to Brad Shields, and whether they can get that shove on. Garden Bishop, well, they've needed all of his experience today.
Bind! Sit!
Right, so in it goes. Wellington looking to apply pressure. Oh, held by Shields. Ball has gone out. So Wellington have still got it though.
Last feet here, Blue.
Delivered by Kirifi. And now away it goes for Elliott. Right out in front of the goalpost now. As Murawai. Away for Higgins. Into the gap goes Lossi Filippo. And Wellington have scored the try.
Rewarded for patience, rewarded for accuracy. Wellington, this was their chance. Lovely ball from Umaga Jensen. He carries it forward here, and then just a line two from Filippo. Had to do a bit of work, but he got it over. But they have been in the right area. They've made the right decision to go for the try, and then there it is, try time.
Well, the crowd certainly had found their voice as well. They were silent, kept at bay from the Seamers team. Lossi Filippo, the benefactor of what was a good worked move from his backline. And in the end, well, the Wellington Lions, I tell you what, there is a lot of tension on this sideline. Both teams very nervous.
Oh, how big's this kick?
Lock in, boys, lock in.
Massive kick here for Jackson Garden Bishop. Richard Watt to the left there.
Yeah.
Born and bred in Wellington.
20 seconds.
20 seconds he's got. So here he goes. Jackson Garden Bishop. And it's away. It's swung away. And we're sitting at 20-20 with 6 to go in the final. Well, that's the story if we need it.
Well, Bay of Plenty now, they've got to go deep, really. They've got to get...
Time is back on.
They, of course, want the ball, but territory is key.
So they do go deep. Oh, dear. Have they gone too far? No, it works out.
Scrum.
Well, it was forced, and so they go back all the way to halfway. Blimey.
No, it's a scrum.
Oh, not that deep, though. All right.
It's from the restart.
Substitution for the Bay of Plenty. They'll finish the game without their captain, Kurt Eklund. St. Colosset, he comes on and replaces him, and he knows how to score tries. That's for score short. 6 tries this season. But what a big opportunity here for Wellington to hold on to the ball, to try force a penalty, and try and win this game.
Real drama and tension around Sky Stadium. a worthy final. In the round-robin game, they finished 25 all and had to play golden point. So in it goes into this midfield scrum. Wellington get their penalty advantage. And off goes Muriwai on a searching run. Ball is still there for Filippo. And everybody rushing to the scene. There's nothing in it at all, really. So it'll be a penalty for Wellington. Yeah, what do you reckon? Probably too far out for a kick at goal.
Yeah, well, that breeze has been playing up. They've got to get in the right area. I think that's too far out of anyone's range here. If anyone, potentially a TJ Clark. There, well, the man who's stepping up there now with their headgear and 15, he would potentially have the distance.
Well, you saw him.
Shot called.
He asked the question, TJ Clark.
When Jackson said no, I'll do it.
Big moment. These are the moments you dream of as a kid. Jackson Garden Bashett in his 100th. It could be a fairy tale moment.
The score is correct.
This is 50 metres.
Yeah, it's correct.
Into the wind.
And if he doesn't get it there, of course, Bay of Plenty will be counter-attack.
So here we go. From 50 metres in his 100th game, Jackson Garden Bashett slipped as he kicked it, finished up on his back, and it's going to be cleared away by Cashmore.
Ball still live.
But it was worth the go. Have a look at him as he goes down in a heap. Distance is pretty good.
Yeah, that's good.
2.5 minutes left. Elliott gets it in. Delaney wins it well. Now they start a big drive, Wellington. Here's Elliott again. Goes hard to the 22. Muriwai swings it away for Higgins. Ball is there for Muriwai. Numia. Bay of Plenty defence holding up.
Good.
Muriwai. Halaelo away for Garden Bashett. Umanga Jensen.
Tackle release.
Muriwai again for Shields. That's the 22-metre line.
Let's use it.
Wellington holding the ball, looking to maybe milk a penalty late in this game. Umanga Jensen goes hard inside the 22.
Good. Sit down. Thank you.
Muriwai. Shields again. Gets a bit of support.
Ball's available.
Ball is there.
He's pushing it into it. Ball's available.
Now Muriwai again. Garden Bashett works it away. Here's Higgins. Looks to get on the outside. Good defence, really good defence. But he stayed in. Got it off to Savea. Wellington keeping the ball. Into the last minute of normal time. Garden Bashett away for Karifi. Now Muriwai once more. Garden Bashett. Umanga Jensen. Holds it up. Gives it away to Clark. TJ Clark. Oh, spectacular effort. But he couldn't get it down.
And goal, I got it. We'll just slow it down. I had it not gone in the field of play.
No way
sorry.
that he forced it.
Sorry, what was that,
There's
Ben?
a few casualties here, but
So scrum, blue ball.
Bay of Plenty defenders gone down in a heap as well.
Yeah. Time is off. Time is off.
There's Narawa.
Leave it to us.
Emoni Narawa is down. He's the one that's there. Here, watch him come through now.
Tackle's fine.
He's making a clear attempt to tackle. If TJ Clark's coming out, that's certainly not grounded. We know that. That is a knock on. Emoni Narawa is making a tackle. If he's going to jump up, well, how do you put the onus on the defender? Yeah. And now TJ Clark looks all right there, and then he starts to lie down afterwards.
I agree. So we don't have any foul play. There's a legitimate attempt to make the tackle. He's knocked it on in goal, so our restart will be goal line dropout.
Well, that's great refereeing.
No, he's knocked it on in goal. We can carry on. Can we find out what they're going to do with are they going to replace?
Well, there's still time left in the game. It'll be a goal line dropout.
I'm telling you. Cool. Go. The restart will be a goal line dropout.
Well, we could be heading to extra time. It's not golden point. It is 2 10-minute periods. And with these weather conditions, we're in for a cold afternoon if that is the case.
What are we doing, Jared?
Who'd want to be a coach?
What's happening with 10? We're keeping him on? Okay. All right, time's going to go back on.
Right, so the goal line dropout from Trask. Unleashes down as far as Garden Basham. Drop kick! No good. Well, it had to happen as Trask hoofs it off downfield. There goes the siren.
That's full time.
And no. That will be full time. Maybe
time for the line out.
No, they've got time for a line out.
Thank you. Flags up before the hooter. Perfect.
Well, it's been a fitting final for sure.
Hold up.
Hicker Elliott's impacted line-out time's been outstanding as well.
14.
Emoni Narawa has been told he needs to come up for an HIA, so coming on.
Yeah, they're saying Leroy Carter with 14.
14's got to go. Is it 14?
They mean 13, surely.
Yeah, I think they mean Emoni.
Is he 14 or 13? 13.
So that's a match doctor call.
Yeah, it's Emoni Narawa. He's saying 14, but he does mean
13 that needs to go for the HIA. Yeah.
Confusion reigns.
Okay, guys, just wait.
There's a committee meeting on the sideline. We're just trying to figure out
the right number. Yeah, I did. Now the doctor just wants to make sure it is. Yeah,
so the match doctor has stepped in there. The team, Bay of Plenty, haven't made the call. The match doctor has reviewed the footage. That's why he's so confused here.
Confirming that the replacement's been made.
So Cody Vai onto the field, not a bad replacement, joining one of many New Zealand Sevens players out on the field. But can they score
Wellington
here? Well, it's a Wellington ball.
Let's go. We're outside the 50.
Right, the last act in normal time in this game will be a line-out throw by Elliott. And he goes short, and Wellington have got the ball. Numia wasn't sure what to do with it.
On the body.
And he's left it there for Murawai. Taken up by Higgins. Again, he presents it. Now Elliott. He's certainly improved the line-out for Wellington. Delaney. Murawai. Now Garden Basham. Umaga Jensen. Quickly away for Filippo. He scored that try with about 6 or 7 minutes left. Murawai for Halaleo. Garden Basham. They were reading it pretty well, Bay of Plenty.
Tackle, let it come for. Here it is.
Haven't made too much progress here, though. Halaleo puts the shoulder to the wheel.
No. Hughes.
Murawai again. Now Lawaki.
Here it is.
Murawai looks to this near side, to the left. Umaga Jensen throws his big body at the defence. Right on halfway. Numia.
Good.
Off it goes for Garden Basher. Quick ball from Karifi to Delaney. Oh, the ball played on the ground there by a Bay of Plenty player. Might have been a bit lucky. Now Garden Basher. Away, a bit of space here for Higgins. Stands in the tackle. Murawai. Now Karifi. Murawai again. Garden Basher had a crack himself this time. It's Murawai. Higgins. Umaga Jensen. Halalilo. Clark. There's the 22-metre line. Through 16 phases here, Wellington.
2 seconds.
As Umaga Jensen clears it away for Lauaki.
No.
Plenty, got to be careful now as Shields gets good leg drive to the 22. Now Murawai again. Garden Basher. Higgins drops it off to Umaga Jensen. Has to straighten it up.
Let it come, Blue! No, 23 out.
It's going to be there again for Murawai. 18 phases tick over. Now Delaney presents it for Murawai again. Garden Basher, he's lost it.
First by Black.
Tried to make the inside pass and lost it. And
boys.
that is the end of the 80 minutes plus.
20 minutes, no golden point.
And now we head to extra time in the grand final. There'll be 2 10-minute periods. And if they're tied then, the team with the most tries scored. So Wellington have 3. Bay of Plenty have 2.
Well, they've bashed each other for 80 minutes. They get another 10 each way again. So we're under 100.
So it's not golden point, okay? Wellington will be kicking off because they started the game. 20 minutes, 10 each way. Short half time and then see what happens after that.
Same way, or
We'll swap.
and then,
Yeah.
and then half swap again and then kick.
Yes, yeah, just like, yeah. All right, let's go. Swap sides, please, 1 minute.
Well, there it is. Wellington will kick off because they started the game. Well, Bay of Plenty hit the front by 20 to 15. And this was the try scored by Lossi Filippo that got Wellington back. They couldn't convert it, and neither could Jackson Garden Basham convert a long-range penalty. So 20-20. Just shows nothing between these two teams. They went, as I mentioned before, in round 7 to golden point, which was the rules during the round robin, and Wellington snuck home with a late try.
It'll be a battle of attrition now. Let's see, there it is. So 20 more minutes. And if they're still tied, then we drop into the other tiebreakers. But these teams now, well, they're fit athletes, conditioned to go that extra distance. They're going to have to now.
So away we go in the extra time of the grand final. And it's Nakora Broughton for Bay of Plenty. Oh dear. Pass went to no one in particular. Wellington have turned it over early. Halaleo goes for a bit of a run for Wellington.
You're off your feet. Thank you.
And it's there for Murawai. Umaga Jensen using his power once more. Big man, able to stand in the tackles. Now Numia. Again, wading his way through a few. There's Murawai. Sends it away for Umaga Jensen. Drops it off for Shields. Still running hard.
Backwards.
And that went backwards. Murawai. No, hang on. He said backwards, but then reassessed.
Okay. Knock on.
Well, another big moment. There we're getting a roll on initially back.
Time's off. It's a prop. Yeah.
And there is a man down. Yeah, Siali Luake. He's had to go deep there as the Wellington group. Ryan Piper in the middle there. Orlando Sorkai, the head coach.
All good.
And And then Richard Watt with Pingi Talapitanga, their scrum coach, forward coach on the right too.
Right, guys,
James Porter, he'll be to the right of Richard Watt.
Here we go, Black.
They've had a fantastic season.
Yep, same message.
Brilliant victories. A
Both on
tight
the
one
line.
against Hawke's Bay in the quarter-final. And were very dominant that second half against Canterbury to get here, just like Wellington. Undefeated at home, Wellington, 7 from 7. Impressive last week. This man was impressive last week, Brad Shields.
Penalty, scrum penalty for Bay of Plenty, and that's a big one.
Stepped out initially and then went in.
Oh, well, all the pressure was coming from Wellington. They had the momentum, Bay of Plenty straight down, but the pitcher, unfortunately, in front of the referee. As that Wellington have hit the ground first. Their scrum has been the better of today. You can see the tempo on the other side there. They haven't been able to hold the hit, but it does not matter now.
Stay straight.
Heck around it with a slightly dissenting version of events. So Tane Colossi for Bay of Plenty. They go short and it's been knocked on.
On the scrum or the line out?
He's called a not straight. I can't recall Wellington going up for that.
Here we go, scrum called.
Oh, well, yeah, okay. Enough.
Yeah. I just need to stay straight.
So much at stake in these final minutes of the game. 2.5 minutes, nearly 3 minutes into the first 10-minute period.
It's interesting, so you'll start to see some of the crowd have actually come into the rain and around the perimeter, getting closer and closer so that the players can hear them cheer.
Scrum's just getting a little bit messy as the players fatigue.
Keep your height, keep your arm bind up. Here we go.
Bennett Kumura, he is the tight head. That's where the referee, the side he's on at the moment, the tight head for Bay of Plenty. He's had a really strong season, and he's got a big job ahead of him here. Xavier Numia, who he's up against, one of the best loose head operators in the country.
Sit!
Right, in it goes from Murawai. Bay of Plenty get a good scrum going, and they actually have pushed Wellington off it.
Yeah, we don't need that.
Now this is the beauty of scrum time. Every scrum is different. You need 8 bodies concentrating. You need 8 forwards who are all aligned on what they've got to do. They're powering forward at the same time. Wellington, they've probably just switched off because they've had the edge. And here they come, the Bay of Plenty. And they turn that over. Big moment.
Yeah, Numia and Lawaki too haven't been subbed. They have put in a big shift, and I've got an update on Emoni Narawa. He was a Category 1 by the match day doctor, so he's immediate. He doesn't even go and get an HIA. He will not return. Big moment for Bay of Plenty.
Absolutely. Okay, so Bay of Plenty have possession here. They're charging hard at the Wellington defence. Taorerangi. Big chance here now for Bay of Plenty. Remember, playing into the wind in this first 10-minute period. Here's Broughton. Taorerangi swings it away. Both teams have defended extremely well in this game. Kumara. Now Taorerangi gets it off for Johnston.
No hands out.
Taorerangi again. Good strong charge this time.
He's cleared it. Don't milk it. No, 19.
By Bartlett.
Yeah, good.
Tahurerangi again. Building nicely, Bay of Plenty. We've seen during the game their ability to be patient.
Leave it now.
Oh, boy, that is tough defence. That is tough defence by Lauaki.
Time's off.
You've got to be brave to run in that channel. Lucas Cashmore, welcome. Bang, 2 big collisions. That's Kirifi as well.
Got to give it to him. He gets straight back up on his feet, though, and has a giggle, but that is some hit coming in from Lauaki and Duplessis, and that will be Lauaki's last act of the game. I mentioned it earlier, they were penalised at scrum time, and you have to say those two have had a full game, 80 minutes plus more, so Numia and Lauaki will take a seat on the bench, and Kamimori and Crichton. And a big call here, taking off their first 5. They've heard it. Jackson Garden Bash in his 100th game, and replacing him by the very talented Callum Harkin.
I confirm the subs are complete. All right, let's go, guys. Time's going to go back on once we're set.
Never say they left anything out there, these players today.
Here we go.
Bay of Plenty's real first attacking opportunity in this extra time period, isn't it? They've got a bit of a blind to work with here. Cody Vai could pop to this left if they go 8-9. You can see it there, but they're forced to put Savea there. And then on the right, everyone else is stacked up there. Would love to see it in the hands of Halaholo. We haven't seen him too much with ball in hand, and he's very comfortable at this ground, having played 18 games for the Hurricanes, and he knows those Wellington Lions players very well.
Let's control the space on the bind, please.
Yes, there he is, the 34-year-old.
Let's go.
Played 5 tests for Wales. Game remains in the balance. 2 periods of 10 minutes. Nearly 7 into the first period.
Bind! Sit! Straight down. Straight down.
Bradley Crichton on this side here in jersey 18. He's just come on to the park. That was a really good hit, good fast hit. Josh Bartlett on this side just couldn't keep up with that tempo.
Rain continues to fall at Sky Stadium.
Sit!
And it goes from Tahurerangi. Bay of Plenty looking to grab something. Cleverly done. Goes to Vai. And off goes Cody Vai. On a good run to near the 22. Now Tahurerangi.
Ball is available.
Ball is available. Good charge there by Josh Bartlett, who's been really good since he came on. Here is Halaholo for Bay of Plenty.
Tackle!
Tackle has been made. Johnston ploughs ahead as always. Tahurerangi stays on his feet well this time. Down he goes. And
backwards.
Johnston almost lost it. Broughton's got it though. Minute and a half remaining in this first 10-minute period. Kumaroa. Now Arkoi. Good powerful surge.
Missed.
Wellington trying to turn it over. Higgins, but he missed. Pelosi driven hard in the tackle. Playing themselves to a standstill, these two teams. There's the next runner. Coming in hard is Felici. Johnston, he'll run for another 20 if he has to. Tahurerangi slips it to Vai. He pops it back. Tahurerangi. Now Arkoi.
No hands.
Now here is Kumaroa.
Let it come, 19.
Bay of Plenty hammering away again. This is Cashmore.
Tackle, release, tackle out!
Doing really well just to hold the ball. Arcoy's back in it again.
No, no, no!
Now, here is Kumarawa. Wellington with a man down. It's Hickory Elliott, who copped one to the face, I think.
It's his own man.
Now they go again. Felici goes hard once more. Delaney had a shot at it. Now Vi. Ball's available. Arcoy out to Bartlett.
Let it come!
On the 22. Siren's gone. But the phases just keep coming. Kumara. Karifi had a go at it, missed it. Here's Arcoy going again. Ball's available for Tahuriorangi. Pelosi.
No, seven!
Karifi had a shot at it but missed. This is phenomenal from Bay of Plenty and the defence too.
Let's use it!
Remember, the ball's greasy, it's not easy. Now, here's a little change of fortunes and kicked it into touch. And we can all take a breath. Still 10 minutes left.
Yeah, 1 minute.
Now 27 phases on that occasion. Wellington managed to hold them out. They hardly went anywhere forward, but they just carried on. Brad Shields, this is a really good one. He's down so low, keeps driving up. They keep fighting and keep fighting. Had to change to tactic. And just too big. They still had defenders there, Wellington. But look at that.
It's energy sapping stuff, isn't it, at the moment? It's just phase after phase. They're not making many meters, and I think Bay of Plenty will be disappointed with that. Yes, their ball retention was good, but there was no shape or structure on their attack. A lot of it was run-off runners. A lot of people were catching the ball static, and you forgive them because they're quiet, but they just need that one person to nominate. And I'm surprised they spent all that time in that 22, and no one elected themselves for a drop kick.
Yeah,
there was no one sitting in the pocket.
They've got to keep playing, you're right. They've got to start attacking, or keep attacking rather. They've got to throw everything at it. It's not going to happen just on that defensive line.
It's a Toiroa Tahuriorangi is leaving the field injured, as is Hika Elliott. So replacing Te Toiroa Tahuriorangi, Breon Paul goes back on, and then Leroy Carter will go into halfback. They don't have a dedicated halfback on the bench.
So the kickoff, the last 20 minutes of the game, last 10 minutes of the game, and that's a good play again by Higgins. Took it inside the 22, and he's booted it out.
So upper side will come back on in the hooking role for Wellington.
Hold there, Black. Who's in?
So Bay of Plenty ball, and it'll be Tane Kalosi. Wellington have scored 3 tries to 2. So in terms of that criteria, they are ahead. The line-out throw is being disputed and knocked on by Bay of Plenty.
Six blue sub. Was in the line-out, wasn't it?
Brilliant work, Brad Shields.
Blue sub.
These big opportunities, these moments of a little bit of pressure. They've had a little break. That mini half-time before extra time just gives them a chance to refocus. There's Joe Johnson getting some attention. Man, he's thrown everything at it today.
Yeah, he was their Players Player of the Year, Joe Johnson, and that says a lot when you're voted by your peers as the best player in your team. Unfortunately, he will succumb to that injury too. It has been a war of attrition in this last extra time period. So back onto the field is Jacob Norris.
Tackles made there. Well, that's evened up the position and territory. As the game's gone on, there's been moments where it's been all in favour of one team, even 95% to 5%, but now this attacking position. You can see Lossi Filippo, he's just off Callum Harkin's shoulder there, so he will hold defenders. Umaga Jensen, the threat outside Higgins.
Set.
So in it goes. Wellington get a good way on, and they get a penalty. Now, what do you do?
And who kicks it? Well, it's Callum Harkin. There's a good goal kicker. Well, there we go. You might just see in the bottom of the screen, a T has been run on quickly. There you go.
Shot's already been called.
He's 16 from 19 this year, 85%. Here is the penalty.
Now good's the scrum, just all working together. And just a really clear picture. And shows some of those substitutions.
Who said provincial rugby is dead or dying? Please stand up. This is a terrific final between two teams that at the moment can't be separated. Not an easy kick in difficult conditions. Harkin bangs it up, and up go the flags. Cometh the hour, cometh the man. Callum Harkin kicks a penalty, but we've still got plenty of time to go.
As cool as you like. He's just onto the park, or not long onto the park. And he steps up, the man from Old Boys University.
Change for Bay of Plenty. Felipe Vakasiola comes on and replaces Bennett Kumidor. What a shift from the prop.
The kickoff made. And once again, oh, a charge. Great effort by the man flying through. Rion Paul. Wellington looking to launch it down towards halfway, and now they find themselves inside the 22.
Black, come in, please.
And having a bit of a conference. Well, we know, and it seems like yesterday, Lenny Upperside was having problems in the line-out. There he goes again. It's not great, but it's good enough for the moment. And Wellington have the ball as Murawai hands it up for Crichton, replacement prop forward. Makes a few metres. Now Murawai will look to make the clearance or give it to somebody else too. It's Harkin. And he get it safely into touch down near the 10-metre line.
You can see here with this tiebreaker, Bay of Plenty have to score a try. They have to win this period. They have to win it. They have to go ahead on the scoreboard, because if it's still tied, so a penalty doesn't matter, still tied, it's the team with the most tries, which is of course Wellington.
Big line-out throw here for Tone Pelosi. Wasn't the straightest, but Wellington put a man up. So now Bay of Plenty in possession. Fresh legs on the park. Everybody wants to get the ball in their hand if they can.
Advantage.
They've got a penalty advantage here. That'll help. Now here's Halaholo. Slips through the tackle of Shields. And the ball comes loose. But here's a chance for Bay of Plenty to get the ball deep into the 22.
Yeah, against Kadifi. And he was having a crack. He felt he had got in there earlier.
We'll get some clarity.
The referee was hands away.
Let us know what the ramifications are if it remains a tie. Yeah.
We can see Trask going for the line.
Wellington will win.
I think
scored more tries.
I think they know the story. Yeah. Referee tried to relay that information, but I think Bay of Plenty had already made their minds up.
Off. Black 15. Just stand in front of him, Ben.
Change for the Lions, Stanley Solomon. Now he is an exciting pocket rocket. He comes on for TJ Clark. Good pair of fresh legs to bring on, but a big defensive set coming up here for Wellington. So here is Pelosi to throw.
And nicely taken down by Broughton. Here comes Bay of Plenty. This is their opportunity. As Colosi charges hard. Bay of Plenty will give this last 4 minutes everything possible. Broughton, they need to score a try. Wellington equally will defend for their lives. Now here's Broughton. Inside the 22 by 10 metres. Now off it goes to Felici. Carter looking to go wide. And a bit of an overlap there too. Holo slips the pass. And the man falls over and goes into touch. Oh, there was an overlap there.
Oh, he got through it as well, then gave the ball down and over the touchline. It's Higgins, he's involved, and Muruwai. Oh, there.
Time is off.
That's what it means.
Hook is down.
Oh, Julian Savea just did enough in that covering tackle too on Whittinga Nofo to ankle tap Rion Paul. Otherwise, that looked like it was a try for all money in the corner. But the crowd here has been electric. There was a steamers call going around the crowd, and then all of a sudden a defense call coming from the Lions fans. So they're certainly having a battle, not only on the field, but in the stands.
Okay, do you want to just sort of shuffle to the sideline as far as you can?
Wow, if you had enough, have another look at this one. Japan against the All Blacks, 5:30 build-up.
Yeah.
In Yokohama.
Let's set up. Time will then go back on.
What an afternoon of footy.
Who is in? All right. Boys, stop. Time is not back on.
So they had a practice throw, Wellington.
We'll get the numbers right.
Rion Paul, you can see he's gone off, and so coming onto the field, Cole Forbes.
So 3, 2. So match up. 2. Drop back. All right, time back on.
Upper side, goes deep to Shields. So Wellington have worked the line out well, and Shields plows it down inside the 22.
Ball is here.
Now Murawai.
Use it!
Kicks himself from the base and gets it into touch. 10 out from the 22. Inside 3 minutes.
Outstanding carry, Brett Shields. When some experience steps up, there he is. He got them over the advantage line, good field position.
Pelosi throws again. Oh, he's overthrown it. It's gone to upper side. And Lenny upper side for Wellington.
Let's use it!
Now Murawai gives it off to Shields. Wellington up to their own 10-metre line. Now Murawai goes deep for Harkin to smack it away downfield. Oh, it's difficult. Now Bay of Plenty got a long way to go here, and only 2 minutes to do it, but it's a good start. Really good charge back by Forbes. He got it back to the 10-metre line.
Let it come.
Inside 2 minutes. Carried up again by Bay of Plenty. Karifi had a real good crack at it. Couldn't bring it in. Holo. Now, Bay of Plenty, they get to halfway. With 90 seconds left. Ball's been lost in contact. Some thumping defence by Wellington. Job's not done yet.
Big defence, big impact from the bench. And there it is, there's the bobble, and look what it means. It's come down all game, the 80 minutes we had, and now
I felt the tackle was there too.
18 more of them.
Yeah, time is off.
There's little moments that the Wellington team have won. Bay of Plenty have won their fair share, but in this extra time period, it's been the home team. You can see Callum Harkin in the middle there, getting them to focus. What do they need to do?
Let's go, guys. I believe so. Confirmed time, guys. Just keep giving it to me every sort of 15.
to feed the scrum. Wellington have done the job all right. Back it goes, kicked into touch, and Wellington are the champions in 2024. Celebration and despair in equal amounts. Wellington were the top qualifiers. They hosted the final and they won their 6th title over a gallant and valiant Bay of Plenty.
Ladies and gentlemen, your 2024 Bunnings Warehouse champions, the Wellington Lions.